Hello everyone, this is Magbo Gaming here, and before I get started with the topic, I just want to let you know that I do have planned for the new video game hunting series very soon. It's gonna be in Mayagüez, so I know your votes. I know that's what the content you want to see the most, so don't worry, it's coming just in case. Anyway, let's talk about GameStop Retro. Yes, I'm a little bit late to this, I know. I'm like a month late to this. A lot of things been going on. I didn't got to it quickly like others, but I'm not trying to be a news channel whatsoever. I just want to get my thoughts out there about GameStop Retro and what I think about it. Unfortunately, I'm from Puerto Rico, which GameStop does not exist anymore since 2016, in case you didn't know. And for those that do know, most likely does live in Puerto Rico, or they used to live in Puerto Rico, and they're probably aware of it most of the times. So, GameStop Retro is like the official call from GameStop saying that they're now going to support retro games. They're going to have retro games being traded in for like Super Nintendo, N64, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, all that good stuff. You know, PS1, PS2, PS3. And I've seen a lot of YouTubers' videos on GameStop Retro, and I would say it's mostly 7th gen and maybe Wii U stuff over there. It's not like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to a GameStop Retro and it's gonna have a lot of Super Nintendo games, N64 games, Game Boy, Genesis, PlayStation 1, and it's not really like that. At least not for now. So they just started with this whole thing. They probably have a warehouse filled with a bunch of older system from 6th gen, 5th gen, 7th gen that has not really been stocked, I guess. We don't know what's going on with these GameStop warehouses, but I guess they were accumulating a bunch of retro stuff for a while, but there's still not enough to fill up every single stores that they have, from what I heard. And only certain locations, not all the GameStop locations are retro GameStops or GameStop Retro. There's only certain locations that are like that. So I'm like, you have to just do your research to know which GameStops out there is GameStop Retro and which one is a regular GameStop. But even a regular GameStop, you're gonna see some retro games. Even if you don't see them in the counter, just ask them. I have done that for a while now. When I was visiting New York, they had 3DS and DS games. They did, and I found a Mario and Luigi game, as you can see right here. Yep, I found it there for a pretty fair price at $30-something, when it was worth more than $50 to $60 at the time. Maybe it's worth more now, I have no idea. These guys has a lot of retro games being hidden in the counter. But if you do find a GameStop Retro, it's only like a section of the store, as you can see here from one of the YouTubers. I will credit the YouTuber right there too, where I find it. So, yeah, there's like a bunch of cases saying Retro GameStop, the name of the game that's being traded in, and how much it costs and all that stuff. But the majority of the retro stuff that you're gonna find in most of these stores are PS3 and 360 games. Yep, especially 360 games. They have like the most presence in any of the retro GameStop. Can you consider Xbox 360 to be a retro console at this point? Well, it's 2 generations older now. We are already in the Xbox Series X, which technically Xbox actually finished their generation recently, because I barely see anything being stocked at all in Walmarts anymore, let alone Best Buy or anything else. So it's like, they don't have much. Let's put it that way. So it's pretty much just Switch and PS5 for the most part. So right now, from what I'm seeing in GameStop Retro, it's still fun to do game hunting in this situation, because you just don't know what you're gonna find there. And what you find there, you probably will not expect it. I mean, this YouTuber Y2K Collector, for example, he found a lot of stuff, as you can see here too. A lot of different type of games you would never expect to find in GameStop at this time of day, at this era, pretty much. But he was able to find some of these games, so you just never know. I heard that GameStop were not accurate at pricing before, but now after GameStop Retro came out, now they're becoming more accurate with the pricing, and they're getting close to price charting in eBay. So that kind of sucks, but at the same time, you know, it sucks for resellers, of course. But at the same time, I think they're still cheaper than a lot of the price charting in eBay prices sometimes. If you could find the price not being updated, if you could catch that, and then you get a good deal. But what I like the most about the whole GameStop thing is that they're always constantly doing buy two get one free, or buy three get two free, or whatever the case, pretty often. And that's how you could get a lot of good deals. Too bad I cannot enjoy it right now because I'm in Puerto Rico and GameStop don't exist here. I wish that GameStop would have sticked around long enough so I could actually take advantage of these deals that they have in GameStop Retros, and maybe I could find some games that I would never thought about finding in any stores for a pretty good price, mind you. So I guess I'll just wait till the next time I go to the United States, rather be in Florida or New York, Phoenix, or wherever, you know, wherever I plan to visit later this year, because I do plan to go to the States later this year. I'm still planning, but when I do, I'll definitely gonna be visiting one of those GameStop Retro store, and I will be filming it as well, doing my game hunts there as well. So that's the whole thing. So what do you guys think about GameStop Retro? Will it get better? Will they be able to detect like authentic and fake games? Because like some GameStop seems to not notice that, and some GameStop seems to identify it based on some of the YouTube videos I have watched out there. And it's pretty interesting to know how this is going to go going forward. I mean, the retro market is pretty big right now. A lot of games are in high demand. But I heard a lot of scummy things going on in these stores. Like, if they get a trade-in of a super rare game out there, which they will most likely pay the seller very little, and then they're going to like get first dibs on it for a good deal before it even touches the consumer base, which means like I could walk into a store, I see, oh my god, there's a Super Nintendo game I always wanted. Oh look, it's Kirby's Dream Land 3. It's right there. You're probably never gonna see that in a store like that, because if a GameStop employee sees it, I say, oh, this guy traded in Kirby's Dream Land 3. This is mine. I need that in my collection. I don't want anybody else to get it before me. So favoritism, again, nepotism, I don't know, all that stuff. Taking advantage of being a GameStop worker. And it's like, oh, I want this game. I'm gonna pay a deal for it. I don't know if that's even legal, to be honest. I have no idea, honestly. You can let me know. Anyways, that's what I have to say about GameStop Retro. I'm curious to know over time how it's going to fill up the store with retro games or not, because the market is at the point that most people are not going to trade in very good stuff for the most part, because they know their worth, they know their value. They know that GameStop pays dirt cheap for all that stuff. And like, I'm just gonna sell it on eBay. Me personally, I wouldn't. You would never catch me selling this to GameStop or any other retro game store. Say, oh yeah, trade it in. GameStop's like, oh, I'll give you 30 bucks for it. And I'm like, oh sure. No, you're never gonna catch me doing that, because this is a super duper king rare game. If somebody traded me, oh yeah, I wanna trade in this. Oh, it's 30 bucks. It's actually worth $300 or more, but you get the idea. I'm gonna be like, oh my god, this is a rare game. I don't wanna, I wanna keep that for myself. Is there a way that I could buy this before the consumer base buy it? Because, you know, I was handed over this game and I need this for my collection. You get the idea. But yeah, that's all I have to say about this. I hope you enjoy. Be sure to like this video if you enjoy. Share this with other people that are probably from Puerto Rico that wishes they have GameStop Retros here in Puerto Rico, but no GameStops exist, and I'm not expecting it for it to ever come back. Or tell me your thoughts about it overall. I would like to hear from you. Let the comment section be a good place to discuss about this. I would like to discuss it with you guys. And also, you can follow me on Instagram, in the description below, my Patreon as well. You can check it out. I might have something planned for that later, but I'll get to it on another video. And I'll see you all in the next time. I hope that you look forward to the next game hunt video I'm gonna do in Magic West. And I have some surprises for you as well with my game hunt list. So I hope you look forward to that video. It could be out next week or so. I'm not sure, 1 to 2 weeks from now. And I'll see you all in the next one. Magbo Gaming out. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching this video. Check these videos too that are related to what you just watched. I'm sure you will find some enjoyment there. You can also follow me on Instagram and support the channel via Patreon or buy my Magbo merch. Links below. Hope to see you again soon.